My guy, Gene Deal, week 4, Diddy trial. Gotta talk about it, man. I heard they allowed you back up there, yo.
They allowed me back there. They never stopped me from coming up there, bruh. You know, you can't be listening to these people out here, man, that's trying to get content, trying to get me on their show like you. They they'll make up anything, bruh. Don't listen to these people, bruh. The marshals did, when I did come up there, did pull me to the side and said somebody made a complaint that I had assaulted them, and they had no tape, no video of it or nothing like that. And I didn't cop to nothing. They just told me from this point on, stay away from the YouTubers, and please don't put your hands on nobody. And I said, nah, I wouldn't do that, man. We good, we all right. And so his complaint went on deaf ear. So uh, it is what it is. I'm back there every other day or every day, whatever I want to. I see YouTubers are getting put out. They out there acting a damn fool, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's like, I, I, I can't even explain grown people acting in that manner and what they're doing. So I'm back down there. I'm still getting the people screaming and hollering, saying crazy stuff, but I overlook that. I'm not gonna let none of that shit define me, man. I'm just down there to see justice get done, and justice be served, and that's what it's doing. In my eyes, they doing a damn good job, brother. So people don't understand. I've been doing this since 1997, man. Since I sat down with Miss Wallace, Nick Bloomfield, A&E, MTV, VH1. They all got tapes and footage on me telling the same story, telling how Diddy was way back when. So the trolls can say what they want to say. I got people even saying that I started talking about Diddy when he went to jail. So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like my man said, you can't fix stupid, bro. Ain't nothing you could do to fix stupid. So let them be what they want to be, man. They all trying to get clicks and views, bro. That's all it's all about, man. That's all I'm trying to get, clicks and views. Let's get on with the show, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I heard Diddy almost got removed from the courtroom. What's the backstory behind that?
Yo, man, Diddy is, I guess it's the his mind is gone, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him like say stuff to the judge. Like, I want to go to break now. And the judge said, okay, we'll break. And I'm looking like, damn. So this time, but the judge, he took that upon himself, but he didn't take it lightly when he went at the jury. Then he looked at the jury in a way and just started nodding his head, like when a certain person was giving their testimony. So when he was doing that, the judge immediately stopped, because it seemed like he was trying to either antagonize, or he was trying to, like, throw some kind of sign or say something to the jury that the judge wasn't even going for, bro. The judge stopped them right there. And he told he addressed to their lawyers, the next time Diddy make any kind of eye contact with the jury and nod his head, yes, no, maybe, or anything, he'll be seeing, he'll be hearing about the trial from his jail cell, because he will not be allowed back in court. The judge said next time. So he probably let Diddy get away with it to see how far he was going to do it. But then he said, nah, we're not having this. Because you got to realize the jury is not sequestered. They go home every day. And he's known for tampering with witnesses. If you go through the trial right today, you see how he was trying to tamper with some of the people by having security, D-Rock, and other people talk to them. They are saying that in their testimony. So the judge is very aware of the fact by hearing the testimony of some of the witnesses that he was trying to tamper with the investigation. So now they also know the history with his other cases that were state. And I was there, and I know for a fact they was about to pay off a girl that was on the witness stand on that Shine thing. So my whole thing about it is that they are aware that he's capable of trying to get to people in the witness, whether it's a witness or whether it's a juror. But the judge wasn't going to allow that, bro. He stopped it right in its hand. When he did it, judge didn't hesitate. So I believe the judge seen him do that probably once or twice and see how far he was going to go with it. And he went too far. Because when the girl was giving her testimony, he looked at the jury, the jurors, and then he like, that type of thing. And the judge wasn't having it. Judge blasted him. And so his lawyer said that he understand, Your Honor. Problem like that. You know how the lawyer comes close to the say, yo, you can't do that and everything like that. So he told the judge that he understand and he won't be doing it again. The judge said if he does it again, he ain't gonna hesitate. He gonna have the marshals take his ass right back to his jail cell. And I believe he might just try it again. That's how crazy it is right there, man. He shook his head at the jurors like, you don't believe that shit, do you? He shook his head at the jurors like, you don't believe that shit, do you? I know you don't believe that shit, do you? You can't believe that shit, do. This is what he would be saying if he could open his mouth. You understand? You don't believe that shit, do you? I know you don't believe that shit, do you? You bet not believe that shit, do you? And it's some shit like that. Yo, it was crazy, bro. And the judge snatched his ass up just like that.
And what you mean by the Sean situation?
Oh, when him and Sean and Wolf was on fighting a gun case and fighting a case where they were shooting up in the club, they had got connected with a young lady that was on the witness. She was a juror. And some people had got connected to her and they were going to give her $20,000 each. She wanted $20,000 each. 20 for Sean, 20 for Puff, and 20 for Wolf. I didn't find out till after the case was over with, but they was trying to pay off the juror, one of the jurors. Sean refused to give up anything. So Sean even knows about it. He said, nah, I'm not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? And all of them had the same charge. So, it was funny that Sean went down for it by himself when all of them had the same charge. But they was trying to pay off the witness. They was trying to pay off a juror who was on the case, on the state case when Sean and Puff had that case for the shootout at the show. Nightclub. The one that Sean went to jail for, bro. You know that. That same case that Sean went to jail for. The way the stuff that we're hearing in this trial, he's a wild dude for a lot. Yo, I couldn't imagine the same kid I know from Uptown Records, from Bad Boy, from the same gang, that he turned out to be the disgusting pervert, the the diabolical, the sadistic, nasty. Yo, my man, the stories that these girls are telling up in that courtroom, you can't believe it. And y'all won't be able to, if you don't go to court and see it, because some of it gets what they call objected to, so it don't make the record. But we there hearing everything, and when you hear it inside the courtroom, and that's one reason I want to go, because you get to hear everything, bruh. You get to hear all the stuff, and then they have to object to it, and then it won't make it. Some stuff won't make it. Like some of the stuff that we're going to talk about today, it did not make it, but then the prosecutor was so smart, they made it make it. You understand? They did it in a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? But I'll wait on your questions, and then I'll let you know what I'm talking about.